It seems like the only stable thing about the television industry these days is that things keep changing, so you'd better be ready. It may be hard to believe, but it's very likely that the ways we use technology for entertainment may be completely different in the not-so-distant future. We are already beginning to ride the wave of the future with the abundance of phones and their ever-increasing capabilities, and things will undoubtedly continue to evolve as our technologies get stronger and more efficient. Of all the facets of the entertainment industry, television has seen some of the most dramatic changes, particularly in the last decade. What used to be just another part of one's household has sprawled into a more ubiquitous medium with the rise of the internet and streaming. Today on Feed My Curiosity, in part 2 of our series on the evolution of television, we're going to look at the current state of the television industry, including what led to the introduction of streaming services, what it says about our culture, and what it might mean for the future of television. Let's look back in time for a moment to the mid-1990s. If you lived through those years, these memories shouldn't be hard to access. If you weren't born yet, this may be a little strange. It's a Wednesday night, and you've just gotten home from work or school. Your favorite show is on at 8 o'clock, and according to the preview ads you've been seeing on TV the previous few days, it's going to be a really important, dramatic episode. You make sure to take care of all your household responsibilities, and you have dinner before settling in for the start of the show. If you have to use the bathroom or get snacks during an episode, you have to wait until a commercial break, and you better not take too long, or you'll miss important moments when the show comes back on. If for some reason you can't be there to watch it at 8 o'clock, you can record it to a VHS tape if your TV and VCR have those capabilities. If not, you miss it. It's gone, and it's not coming back. You just have to go on with your life and hope to catch up on what you missed the following week. As difficult as it may be to imagine consuming television in this way, that's how things were just 20 years ago. The internet was still in its early stages, and most households had one shared television, so hopefully you could agree with your family on what to watch. It's pretty astounding to step back and think about how much things have changed in a relatively short amount of time. Part 1 of our series looked at the beginnings of the television industry, with the earliest television sets, and brought us up to the 90s, when televisions were a fixture in most homes, all of which took place throughout the 20th century. In the following 2 decades, the ascent of the internet and companies like Netflix broke open the television industry, reshuffling the balances of power and forever altered the ways we consume television. Netflix was established in 1997, when conventional TV was still booming and movie rental companies like Blockbuster were still viable. The internet, however, was becoming more commonly used in most households, and Netflix's first innovation was that they became the first online DVD rental store. People could pick out movies or shows online that would be shipped to homes in the mail, and shipped back when completed. This model immediately sent waves through the industry and quickly put other rental companies on their heels. Most of these companies eventually folded, and as DVD sales declined across the board and the capabilities of the internet were growing, Netflix soon introduced the concept of watching video on demand online. The move proved to change the paradigm of television, making it easier than ever to watch, and also introduced the concept of binge-watching shows, since they had complete seasons available all at once. Currently, Netflix streaming is a staple of television culture, and other companies like Amazon and Hulu have followed suit, creating a growing new industry of competing streaming services. As streaming services grew, conventional broadcast television has seen steep declines in viewership as hordes of viewers have switched over to online platforms and no longer want to wait around for their favorite programming. This trend was particularly strong once Netflix began producing their own original content, with shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. While cable TV isn't dead yet, the main advantage over streaming services nowadays is in the world of live programming, like sporting events, awards shows, and other special occurrences. Many of those companies like CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox have begun offering streaming services for their own content. While it's tough to predict the future of technology-based industries, it would seem likely that traditional broadcast television may soon be a thing of the past, with most, if not all, television content existing in the online realm. There's no doubt that streaming has changed the television industry forever. Perhaps most obviously, it altered our viewing patterns. Instead of being beholden to the regular scheduling of broadcast TV, people can now watch whenever they want and to an extent, however they want. being web-based, allows viewing on any device that can get online. It's a far cry from waiting around for that show to start at 8 o'clock, where now we have the ability to have our favorite shows at our fingertips at any moment. Another effect that streaming has had on our TV habits is that viewers have more choice in what they watch. Instead of choosing from whatever programming was put out by the major networks, now viewers can pick from a wide range of content to tailor their viewing more to their specific desires. This makes for a more segmented market. Less people talking about last night's show at the water cooler, but with the internet and social media, much of these conversations are still happening, just in a digital space. Even though streaming is now a staple of modern entertainment, it still feels somewhat like we're living in a time flux. Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime have all established themselves as major players in the industry, and major TV networks have taken a hit but still persevere. It remains to be seen how they will continue to adapting their models to keep up, but it's hard to imagine a future where streaming isn't at the core of the television industry. It may feel like the transition from broadcast TV to streaming was a game changer that upended the entire industry, but with technology continuing to evolve, there's no telling where things will be as we forge ahead into the future. Be sure to stay tuned for our third and final installment on our series on the evolution of television, where we explore the possibilities for the future. If you've liked what you watched or have any more suggestions, hit like and comment below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button too. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time on Feed My Curiosity.